Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double X.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
So you tell them, little buddy, you tell them, you're listening to Worldwide. Right here on the Power of Double X Media. Thank everybody for joining us. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Tonight on the show, we got Kimmy Kim, co-host, special guest, LULIT'S, Hair Essence, Miss Rosie James, coming out of Evansdale. This woman, CEO, is up there helping people, y'all. That's what we're doing. That's why the planet jacked up. Ain't no people helping nobody. Batman needs to help. Man is here to help. So let me help myself over here and let my good friend Kimmy Kim out the queue. What's going on, Kimmy Kim? Happy Monday. Welcome to Late Night. How you doing?
Happy Monday and happy belated Valentine's Day. Jerry, how are you?
Thank you, Kimmy Kim. I had a great Valentine's Day and I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a great...
Like applesauce.
Yeah, it was
That's
kind of
awesome.
a little different this year, you know, because last year I think we were just shutting down in March, so we had a little Valentine Day. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure we was at a restaurant. I'm just spending a whole lot of money. But I think we went to the same place, just brought it home. And just the three of us, my little puppy and my wifey. Yeah, sitting out.
So the puppy went out on a date last year. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, she was hanging out with us. We very seldom eat dinner in the dining room except for the holidays. So we said my wife was she's about to set the kitchen table. I said, no, hon, no. We gotta eat in the dining room. It's just us.
Yeah.
So we had a great time. Yeah, just chill.
God is amazing. It's cold here. We are at 1 degree with so much snow. What is it like in D.C.?
Well, out here in Maryland, D.C., we have actually it was warm today. We had some snow melting and some ice melting, so didn't have to finish digging out the driveway. But we're in pretty good shape. But we have some stuff coming our way. My wife said winter advisory been all over the television all day. So I think we're supposed to be getting hit. Like I'm not sure if it's tonight, Wednesday, Thursday. I know Thursday I've seen some stuff coming through. So we've been a little blessed here. I know a lot of people, a lot of outages in the millions, Dallas, Virginia. I think Arkansas got a lot of snow too, I believe. Yep.
Really? I know St. Louis got plenty of snow. Yeah. We are snowed in.
But hasn't it been a while since, you guys got hit real heavy? Because I think last year was kind of mild, wasn't it?
Well, we got heavy here.
Last year?
We got 1 degree. It's still snowing, and we got plenty of snow.
I'm talking about last year about this time. Didn't you guys have like a mild winter?
Yeah, we didn't have any snow last year. You're right. It wasn't. I don't think it's been this cold since high school.
yeah, I feel you. Because we had, I think we had a couple days. Last year we had like 8 degrees, some 10, but this year we haven't gotten that low. Because I go out every day, so I know I go out every morning, every night, with the dog. So I know what's going on.
It is literally 1 degree. That's not including the wind chills. So
that's the worst.
I know, right?
The
you
wind
get that
chill.
Wind. I know they say don't be out here no more than 5 minutes, or you will.
Wow.
10 to 20 minutes. Yeah. It's that brutal cold.
Wow.
But I'm still thankful because I think Chicago and Minnesota got it worse. So.
Yeah, I forget you up there with those guys. I remember Chicago, but I guess now, if you got those gator masks, I think they probably comfortable right now wearing a gator mask and a ski mask.
Yeah, and Iowa. I forgot about Iowa. Iowa is brutal too. Ooh,
Yeah,
Lord.
that's right. We talked to Rosie, this weekend, and I think she said her husband was outside still digging after her neighbor had used his bulldozer to clear her driveway out. he said he was back out there again. So they're getting hit hard. So I hope she would be able to join us, because I didn't even get a chance to check and see if she had power, because a lot of people don't have power.
Well, I called her earlier, and she said she'll be on. She is so excited to share her story, and she is ready.
Yeah, I don't see it in here yet. And she got the time zone mixed up the last time. Did you double check? Because I did email her.
Let me text her, because I know we talked earlier. She said, I'm so excited. I hope she didn't forget, but oh well.
Yeah, she get the time zone. Yeah, she get the time zone a little mixed up the last time.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're looking forward to hearing her story. We had a chance to hang out with her on Zoom. She was part of one of our television taping. I can't remember who it was with. May have been Sharita on late night. What a journey.
I like Sharita.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sharita does a great job. Shout out to Sharita if she's listening. I just finished texting her. But yeah, it was quite a story that she shared. I didn't know that she actually was suffering herself from what she said, what's called alopecia.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she said in the center.
Bald,
yeah, in the center of her head.
She couldn't find anything that will help her grow her hair. And so she said she was playing around in the kitchen and found a formula. To this day, it's a secret ingredient.
yeah, I love it. It smells good too. I use it every day. My actually, because of the medication I was taking a couple years ago, my hair didn't really recover in the center, which was kind of a problem with the men in our family anyway, except for my dad, because my father's mom was part Indian, so he don't really have that much problem with hair growth. He's in his 80s, so. I think my brother and I think that's because my mom's side of the family, they have issues. All the women wear wigs. Wow. Yeah, all the women wear wigs on their side of the family. Pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much everybody I met from where they from Lynchburg. They near Lynchburg, Virginia, and West Virginia. Blackstone, Virginia. Yeah, they live a long time there, but they don't have no hair. The women lose their hair, and the men too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I know, like Indian, they do have nice growth of hair.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the wigs and the weave comes from India.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, my grandmother, she was, I guess, part like, was that black? I'm going to say Cherokee. I'm just going to say Cherokee. But it's one of the Indians that lived along the rivers, because Eastern Shore has a lot of rivers. So back in the 1900s, a lot of the Indians, they live closely by their water, by the waterways.
Right.
So of course they were.
We may be related, because my grandfather, he was a full Indian Cherokee.
Wow.
So we may be related, but he's from Mississippi. I don't know if you have relatives in Mississippi.
No, we don't. Not so far. I haven't heard that. I know we all over Maryland and Virginia. That's as far as I know we go. Yeah.
But you never know these days,
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness,
people
we migrated from Mississippi and we went to D.C.
Yeah.
You never know these days until you do that ancestry. I want to try that. Have you tried that yet?
I think my daughter tried it, and people was all over the place.
Did she have any luck?
Yeah, she kind of hit on some things, because on her mother's side of the family, they are mixed. They biracial, mixed with I guess some Irish and stuff like that from up north. Because I think her mother is from Massachusetts or Connecticut, something like that. So a lot of times you get a lot of people moving out of the Canadian areas, where it's cold at. Swedes, the Irish, they like cold weather. So yeah, it's all people up from all over the place. That's just the way it is, the bloodline. Everybody brown, huh? That's right. We all come from the same families when you come breaking it down.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I feel you on that, because We all got something in us. I don't believe there is 100% race nowhere. Even if you're white, I still believe you got something in you.
Yeah, they
so,
do. Yeah, especially if you come from Italy. Some parts of Italy, the Sicilians. Well, it looked like
absolutely.
I think Rosie may have gotten the time zone mixed up again. So I'm gonna see if I can hit her up on Instant Messenger. But she never responded to me before Instant Messenger. I guess you better text her again.
Yeah, I've been texting her to say, "Come on, we are live. We are live."
That's right. We are live. We're ready to
Jared.
hear the story. We ready to hear. Plus, I'm trying to get some TV shows together for our TV partners. They're waiting on 4 TV shows, so I'm working on that.
I'm working on one. Once I do what I do, everybody don't know, but once I do what I need to do, I'll be ready. So
All right.
keep it on the low.
All right, gotcha. Kimmy Kim.
It was all good.
All right. Well, while we on here, let me go ahead and do some catch up real quick. Don't forget, everybody, that you could tune in every Thursday for the triple television. The ladies of television. You got Paula G and Shay Samuels and Lakeisha Mosley all coming on DeKalb 25 in Atlanta, Georgia. You can always go to my Facebook page on Jerry Royce Live, and you can click on the link to say the Earth Channel. That's a live link coming out of that station, and it's not in HD, but it still looks good, and you can still hear everybody and get a chance to catch some of their phenomenal guests. I mean, we're really connecting with some really, really powerful individuals. I know a lot of people have been doing Clubhouse, and you're in there with Mark. I know I was in the Clubhouse yesterday, and Jamal Bryant was in there, and they was leading a series on, I think it was on mental health. And, it kind of reminded me of a show that we do on Tuesday nights with Veronica, Pearls of Veronica, talking about grief. A lot of them have experienced a lot of mental health because of the loss of young ones, young kids, and, a lot of pregnancies gone wrong. It was a very powerful episode. And I think these ladies said they get together, I think, like every Sunday at noon. Something like that.
Yes.
But I set up my notifications to check them out. So and I actually invited one of them to come on our show. So I just wanted to send her a booking. And so we're looking forward to, I know Coach Jean does a lot of Clubhouse, and she's been bringing on some really powerful guests. She had a guy that was a celebrity, a personal trainer on 2 weeks ago. Name was Charles Trapp. And that was a really good episode. This guy was actually homeless, and God spoke to him. Next thing you know, now he's a personal trainer amongst the stars. Yeah. Yep, up in Chicago. So those kind of people.
And that's one thing I think that this, not to cut you off, so sorry, but I think
no problem.
You just made a valid point. Although we do see a lot of suffering, I have heard so many blessings from people as well as they go through this. As we go through this era together, that some people are really getting blessed in their business.
That's right. We had to stay. Well, this is like the earth is standing still right now, so you get a chance to really see what's going on. Because you're not at your job, being distracted by coworkers and emails. So it's easy to manage your day. You're talking about no travel time. No travel time. So you get a chance to spend a little bit more time on social media or news medias. You can watch TV, listen to TV or the radio more. So it's a lot. We're getting a lot on our plate really fast. But people sharing information and people moving forward, doing some things they never got a chance to do. So I don't know. I got a chance to listen to, it was funny, couple of weeks ago, I think about 3 weeks ago on Maryland Gospel Live, I had the original members of the band members of Tony. And a lot of people know that story pretty well, and it's
I love Tony.
Awesome group, awesome music, anniversary,
they made good music.
Still making good music. But what's interesting about this story is it's a similar story that's been told by a lot of people. Whether you were in a band, whether it was a neighborhood band, a DJ group, whatever, Jackson's, the bars. You always hear about some of these contract issues that black people don't hire lawyers who understand contract. You so happy that you're signing. And I was listening to, and this was spin this into me looking this person up. When I was interviewing them, we also interviewed them on Paula G's show too. We had a TV taping, and they were saying that they doing some work with some other legends of of the '90s, that we remember. So they mentioned Dawn Robinson of En Vogue, and she had some issues. They had some little problems because they didn't have a great contract either. They sold 28 million records. Back then that was really real records. Like the whole album, 28 million. They only count singles, 45, whatever it was. And she said they only got 2 cents off of each.
Yep, I saw that on a movie. I think it was Lifetime.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, yeah,
it's crazy. That's
crazy.
like 500 and I think 80,000 for the 5 of them. Well, how many of them is in the group? I think it's really 5, but it's 4 original members. So that's not a lot of money. You're talking almost just a little over 100,000 for. They just celebrated 30 years of in business. 30 years.
And you know what the sad thing is? That those people who took advantage of artists like En Vogue and Tony. I don't know about Tony.
TLC. Tony too. That's how the story spun out. I know. But see, that was the difference that happened to Tony. The difference that happened to En Vogue was the guys that was up front, the faces was on the cover. They knew about the contract. They knew what contract they had. Them guys was getting paid. They had houses and cars. The guys that was playing the music, that was on stage performing with them, they never saw the contract, or they just signed whatever. So that was the whole thing. They had a bad contract, and there was nothing they could do about it, because they were really smart about how they did it, because they didn't know the industry. And I think that was the problem.
Right.
They didn't know the industry.
But the sad thing is the people who signed the record deal does. And how do you take advantage of people who are, I know, it's money. I know,
it's about money, right.
I just don't see how people can live like that.
See,
knowing that they are new and you know more about the business, why would you take advantage of that?
Yeah,
but people are.
And they had a whole 2-hour documentary talking about it. And what was so interesting about it is, think about this. As an artist, you always and this is another topic that came up with a guy named Brian Poppin. Brian Poppin was on Sharita Lovelace's show, and he actually has like 2 Stellar nominations. So he actually have hits. I think he actually had Grammys or something like that from some songs he had wrote for Justin Timberlake and them, right? So he had hits to his name. But he said the problem with the industry is that a lot of people don't really, they keep thinking, they chasing that one hit. Because he said he had like 1 or 2 hits. So you're always writing and trying to get the hit. So you never know if you're going to get that hit. Suppose, you're in your 50s now and you still trying to get the hit. I mean, meanwhile, all your life had passed by and you didn't make no money yet. Because remember, when they get the hit, that's when you get the $1 million payday. So those guys in the earlier days that knew more about the contract than the guys that was in the band, they wrote the contract to agree with them because you never know if you're going to ever get another hit. You know what I'm saying? So you might live off that one hit forever, your whole career. So I think that's the problem right there. Kimmy Kim, you chasing that hit, So that's the nature of that business. But don't you think about this though, Kimmy? Like people like Paul Abdul, LL Cool J, they had a lot of hits. They weren't a one-hit wonder, but they had bad contracts. Now I'm not sure about Paul Abdul, but I know whatchamacallit, he had a bad contract. LL Cool J, I don't think he really liked his. Princeton liked his. I think Madonna was okay with her. I think her and Janet Jackson had the better deals, but do we really know if they really had a good deal? Remember, Madonna and Janet Jackson did a lot of touring. So they made a lot of, and that was one of the things I heard DMX say on a piece. He said a lot of times they make most of their money when they go on tours. Cause, you get part of the bar, you get the merchandise, you get what's coming in through the door. So I think the money adds up. So you need the hit to get the fans to the venues. I think that's how the whole cycle works. The whole cycle. All All right, we're still waiting on Rosie Daniel. She is the CEO of Lucid Hair Essence. She has an exciting testimony. I hope everybody going to hang around. I know me and Kimmy just been yakking about the music industry, but we're hoping to get some of these artists here because that's still testimony. You know, someone could be listening who's in the music industry, don't know no better. But they I think what I heard out of the interview with these guys, they said they feel like the having an internet and being independent is a big advantage than what they had. Because you're hearing about people becoming millionaires just having hits on YouTube, you know. And once you get to a certain point, you monetize on YouTube according to how many hours people spend on your site, and as well as your subscribers. So you do have some people that's making it work. I mean, you hear about some of these people are showing how toys work and whatever they're doing, and they reviewing cars, reviewing toys, reviewing hair, pocketbooks. These people becoming millionaires because the corporation is feeding them product so they can continue to tell you more about it. So, I mean, they don't have to pay for no commercials. Cheaper for them just to mail you a Louis Vuitton pocketbook so you can sit on your site and talk about how nice it is, and then they just sell more without really paying for it, like YouTube pay for it. So that's what we're dealing with right now. All right, Kimmy Kim, any luck with our guests? Any luck?
Well, I've been texting Rosie, but I'm not getting any response. So I'm going to see if I can give her a call.
Yeah, go ahead and call her. Go ahead and call her. We're going to go to a commercial real quick, and then hopefully we have her on the line. Hopefully she got power. All right.
Okay.
All right. Then we're going to take a commercial break, y'all. We're going to listen to a little bit more of our good friend Nina Taylor from Gospel Updates.
And this is this week's Gospel News. She is number 8 of 10 siblings in a Detroit-based family, the Winans family. Priscilla C.C. Winans became a prominent contemporary gospel artist through performances and recordings with her brother B.B. The first album, Lord Lift Us Up, was released on PTL in 1984 during their membership in the PTL Singers. The siblings moved to Sparrow label and released 5 albums through the mid-1990s. Their biggest album, Different Lifestyles, in 1991, topped Billboard's gospel and R&B hip-hop charts, went platinum, and won a Grammy. 2 of its singles, Addictive Love and the Staple Singers cover I'll Take You There, also topped multiple Billboard genre charts. CeCe became a solo artist with the album Alone in His Presence in 1995, singing standards like Greatest Like Faithfulness, Blessed Assurance, and I Surrender All. Everlasting Love in 1998, His Gift also in 1998, Alabaster Box in 1999, cemented the singer's status as a top-tier gospel artist. By the end of the 90s, she had a handful of RIAA Gold and Platinum certifications, as well as 8 Dove Awards to go with her Grammy. Kalante Gavin, an energetic contemporary gospel vocalist from Ridgeville, North Carolina, launched his career with a performance of Reverend Paul Jones' I Won't Complain, recorded in his high school cafeteria in 2014 and uploaded to YouTube. Caught the attention of Atlanta-based pastor and music executive Marcus Boone. Gavin signed with Marcus Boone Enterprises in early 2016, released his debut single, Higher, that November. The song was written by his mother, Priscilla Smalls, and produced by Grammy Award-winning producer Myron Butler. Around that time, Gavin made his national televised debut on BET's Joyful Noise. In 2018, he returned with his full-length debut, The Higher Experience, which peaked at number 2 on Billboard's top gospel albums chart. Included on the album was the single No Ordinary Worship. Here's this week's Gospel News moment in Black history. Charles S.L. Baker was born in Savannah, Missouri on August 3, 1859, and was raised by his father with the help of a plantation owner's wife after his mother died prior to his first birthday. Baker did not have any formal education in engineering. He was a self-taught mechanical engineer. The end of the Civil War marked the end of Baker's enslavement, and at the age of 15, Baker began his career as an assistant assistant to his dad, who was an express agent. It was through this work experience that Baker realized his love for mechanical sciences. His curiosity as to how heat is produced through friction led him to probe further into friction. Some say he was fascinated by friction because through the process one could generate heat without necessarily tapping into a heat source. This alternative way of generating heat sparked the urge to create a device that could use the heat generated from friction. On January 13, 1903, Baker invented and patented a radiator that heats up with friction. It took 23 years for him to experiment with different types of metals and friction forms before he could come up with the friction heater. He invented an alternative means of producing heat without combustion. During his patent application, Baker stated that the friction heat could be produced with any mode of power like wind, water, and gasoline. His device, according to him, was set to be the cheapest source of heat production at the time, which made him win accolades such as King of Clean Energy and St. Joseph Negro Inventor. On March 27, 1904, the New York Times identified Baker's invention as a clever Negro invention. Baker then created a factory called the Friction Heat and Boiler Company in 1904 in St. Joseph. His company employed more than 50 people. Baker was the youngest of 5 children, got married in 1880 at the age of 21. He and his wife Carrie had one daughter. In 1926, he died at his daughter's home in St. Joseph. Here is this week's Top 10 Gospel Songs. Number 10, CeCe Winans, Never Lost. 9, Clark Sisters featuring Snoop Dogg, His Love. 8, Byron Cage, I Can't Give Up. 7, Group Fire, More Than Friends. 6, Pastor Mike Jr., I Got It. 5, Corinne Hawthorne, Speak to Me. 4, Charles Jenkins and Fellowship Chicago, He'll Make It All Right. 3, Tamela Mann, Touch From You. Number 2, Kalante Gavin with Hold Me Close. And once again, Rudy Currents has number 1 with I Belong Here. Well, that's your Top 10 Gospel Songs, this week's Moment in Black History, and your Gospel News. I'm Nina Taylor, reminding you to connect with me on all social media outlets. You can find all my outlets on my website at msninataylor.com. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
All right, we are back. We are back with Kimmy Kim from Relations Radio. Any luck, Kimmy Kim, with our special guest?
Well, I'm going to probably have to bring her in on my 3-way because for some reason her phone is not allowing her to go through the 712 number. So I'm about to bring her in.
Oh yeah, she probably didn't see my little note in the letter to say you gotta download the app. she must have missed that. All right. All right, bring her on in. She didn't even text me or email me or nothing. All right. So while Kimmy Kim is doing that, she's going to be patching in our guests. We lost a lot of time, but hey, we won't have nobody following us tonight at 11, so we can take the show to 11 o'clock. All right, so thank you, everybody. You tuning into Late Night with Jervis Loud Worldwide, starring Kimmy Kim from Relations Radio. Hey, Kimmy Kim, you can go ahead and take the show to 11. All right, because we don't have no show following us.
Okay.
All right, what's going on, Miss Daniel? How you doing? Can you hear us? Oh, I see you on the line. She dialed in some kind of way. She on mute. Hello, Miss Daniel.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? You got in, huh?
Yes. I don't know what was going on, you guys. Hi.
Hey. All right, welcome. welcome. We was talking you up.
Oh, my goodness. I'm like, what is going on? It won't let me in.
Yeah, sometimes they get busy. It could have been a busy circuit. Unless you have T-Mobile or Metro PCS, that's the only way you can't get in. But other than that, the circuit's probably just busy.
No, I can get in with T-Mobile. It's just that it charges me. So
yeah, it charges you money. Some people say they can't even get in.
T-Mobile.
Oh.
Well, T-Mobile would charge like a cent per minute. So.
All right, well, I gotta send you an app, okay? So you don't have to spend your money. All right, well, y'all have a great show. Amen.
Amen. Oh my goodness, we finally did it. We finally did it on Jerry Royce show with Kimmy Kim and Jerry Royce. And how you doing, my sister?
I am doing amazing. I am doing wonderful.
Well, this is the time. This is like a coffee. We Kimmy Kim and with Jerry Royce, and I thank Jerry for this opportunity. We're just going to get to know you, and we're going to sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Are you ready, my sister?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, my first question is, who is Rosie Daniel?
Rosie Daniel is a wife and a mother, and I am the owner of LULIT'S Hair Essence. LULIT'S Hair Essence is an all-natural homemade hair restoration product designed to help grow and strengthen the hair. The products are all natural. They're safe for anyone to use. Any hair type these products can be used on any hair type. And we are LULIT'S Hair Essence.
Wow. I appreciate that. She's so humble. One thing I love about this beautiful lady, she is such a giver. I remember meeting her, but we're gonna really travel down that road, but we'll get there very shortly. But I just want to thank you so much once again for being on the radio show with me. And do you mind sharing your journey on how you got here and what made you decide to go into this industry? Because you are in another industry, and I was just amazed about your story. So if you don't mind, can you give the listeners on how you came on this journey and how did you get started and what was the reason behind that?
So I started LULIT'S Hair Essence of July of 2019 after coming off of my job from a shoulder injury. I, went through the depressed part about it and, didn't know what to do. And I just asked God to show me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So upon coming off of my job from the shoulder injury, trying to have a little leisure time to do something, I would go to bingo. And went to bingo and ended up winning a bingo game. And ended up winning the money to end up starting to I ended up winning money at the bingo game to start LULIT'S Hair Essence products. And so that's how I actually got the money to actually start up the business. I went to bingo and won a bingo game. And and that's how I actually came up with the money and the idea and everything that I wanted to do my own business. I didn't have an idea what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to do something.
Right.
And so just sitting and talking, me and one of my friends, Denise Williams, we were just sitting talking here at the house, and she was like, well, Rosie, why don't you, do something, do your own hair oil products and, so on. And I was like, I don't know nothing about, doing all that. And, she's like, well, you know a lot of people and, you should do it, and, with dibble and dabble. So, my background was basically in financial customer service administration. So it was nothing like this. I knew if I was going to do this, I knew what I wanted it because I dealt with hair loss myself with alopecia. So I had a bald spot in the top of my head from childhood. That's just how it always was. I just never had, hair in the top of my head. It was always thin. So if I was going to make the products, then I was going to be the first one to use them to see what happened because, I would go to the dermatologist and I was getting the injection shots in the top of my head to help my hair grow, but it wasn't working for me like that. So I knew if I wanted this product to work, I had to make sure I studied the right herbs to know what I wanted to do. So LULIT'S Hair
Wait a minute. Before you go too fast. You had alopecia. Yeah. You have no experience in chemistry. You have no experience in going into the lab and saying, okay, let me do this research. Wow.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Continue.
No.
Wow. This is amazing. I didn't know that part.
No, I had no idea. I was self-taught.
Oh, wow.
So from that point of July of 2019 up until the point currently now I am self-taught. I've been learning as I go. So it just goes to show that, just because it's not something that you were trained or taught to do doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it. And, sometimes you think you know what you're going to be doing, what's your future and what's your path, and definitely where this was something that I had no idea what I was going to be doing, that I was going to be doing this. And now I have my own, LLC business, which is LULIT'S, and, the 11 herbs that I combined together because I knew I wanted it to make my hair grow. So if they make my hair grow, I know it will make someone else's hair grow. Well,
wow.
Right now my hair is the thickest that it's ever been, that I've even ever known my hair to even be in the top of my head. I don't even have that bald spot up there anymore. So
Wow.
I know that these products are, good products and that they will work if you're using them. And that 11 herb that I put together has just been a blessing, to me, my family, my household use them. And then just some of the other archetypes and different customers that I have, so we're currently, serving some cancer survivors with the hair growth, some alopecia customers as far as the hair regrowth, just different, skin or hair irritations or hair growth issues that LULIT'S Harris's products has been a part of giving hope and, sharing a journey with them. And it's just been amazing to see what the products have been doing for so many different people. So I'm just enjoying this journey.
So I want to revisit this. Okay, but let me make this statement. Amateurs built the Ark, and professionals built the Titanic. We know what happened to both of them, right?
Uh-huh.
So my point is, when it's God's purpose, it's going to be like the Noah Ark. It's going to be successful. And the funny thing about this is the fact that I met you in 2019.
Uh-huh.
And this is a true story. So I remember going to the shower. It was like that Saturday, I believe, or one day. I think it was Saturday or Friday. And I was like, God, I just want to regrow my hair because I went through the cancer. And I was like, I just need to regrow my hair because I miss my hair. I miss playing in my hair. And I hope you send me someone that could just let me use their products. And so if I use their products, it grows. I don't want it to be free all the time, but just until I could get back on my feet, right? I think it was like one day or 2 days later, I'm door dashing in the St. Louis area, and I accidentally go into the wrong spot for the food delivery, and here comes, and then I see you, and then you come out the door and say, hey, I would like for you to try my products. And girl, my life has not been the same, so I just thank you for that as well. So with that being said, I met you the same year that you started your business. How has your business grown since then?
Oh, wow. I actually met you the same month that I started launching LULIT'S Harris's products in July.
Mm-hmm.
I met
Absolutely.
you maybe 19 days after I started. I launched LULIT'S Harris's products. And, now I have an online store, an online website store. I send products all over the United States. I have hundreds of customers now. We're steadily growing, our customer base. We're steady, marketing LULIT'S products out there. I've done talk shows on Jerry Royce.
Jerry.
Lakeisha Mosley Slow with Paula Gala, and just, at the end of this month, my products will be in the Hy-Vee store here in Waterloo, Iowa. So, it's getting out there more. More people are knowing about it. More people are seeing the testimonies and everything out there on the website. We're on social media, Instagram, the Facebook. So LULIT'S has grown so much from then to now, and we're steady growing, and it's still new, So, we're just now going into maybe we're just going into the second year. So, now we're starting to see those testimonies coming out, more people that have been using the products are able to see that those testimonies or their own journeys now. So, we're just steady growing and just, blessed and just enjoying everything.
Wow. And I still remember in 2019, right, when you came to the Elations Honors, and I was just so amazed about your products. And I have had so many people since then to tell me that, wow, your products have changed their lives. And I am a testimony to say that. With that being said, what makes Lula so special? And how did you come up with that name?
LULIT'S is so special and so neat. First of all, because it's a homemade product. Homemade products that I make myself, and it's made with love. You have that, that the quality of those products are so good, and they're multi-purpose products. So it's not something that you can just use for one certain thing. It may be other things that the products can maybe assist. There's the multiple different things that the products can do as far as helping different people and different issues. LULIT'S is a word that if you Google that word, it's going to give you a definition of a strong woman, someone that's destined for greatness, someone that's you want to know, someone that you want to be around, a jack of all trades. It also means pearl. My mother's name was Rosie Pearl, so I wanted to tie the name LULIT'S into something as far as with my mother as well. I was the only girl. I had 3 brothers. So, as far as doing your hair and just, just everything about it, I learned that from my mother. And so I knew that I wanted to have her as a part of it. And then just the definition of the word LULIT'S defies, just some of the strong things that, I consider myself as a woman. So I just feel like the word just, came all in together, to represent me.
Oh, and how has LULIT'S changed your life? Knowing that you make a difference, you're hearing testimonies after testimonies and after testimonies. What kind of feeling are you getting when you read those wonderful testimonies? Mine is definitely coming.
Every day I'm looking at different testimonies that that LULIT'S Hair and Products is doing for someone, that has done for someone, or that just by it giving someone that self-esteem that they were needing because they have their hair back, or, because of a skin irritation, or, maybe it was a guy that was trying to grow a beard and his beard didn't grow in. And so, he was feeling, insecure. So, just hearing the things and how they making people happy, that's what, drives me more and it just gives me that uplifting to just, want to do more. And I just love it. And I enjoy talking to the people, to my customers. I love to have that, that relationship, and so that they know it's not just, about the money. I really do love what I do.
She does.
I really do.
Yeah, and she was trying to get me to get the products for free forever. I said, no, I can't do free forever. I would try it, but no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But anyways, we're still talking about that. But one thing I love about you, though, you are such a giver. You have a giving heart, and that's why I know your products will not only benefit me continuously because I am a forever customer, but others to come. So with that being said, what are some of your line products? Name some of your line, like, what do you have right now? I know you got something coming out. I'm not sure if you announced it yet, but tell us some of your product lines, products that you carry.
So we have a LULIT'S hair oil. It's a hair growth product that's made with 11 different organic herbs. We have that comes in a 4-ounce or 8-ounce bottle. We also have LULIT'S exfoliating sugar scrub that comes in a 4-ounce bottle, and it's for exfoliation to remove that dead skin. You can use that sugar scrub on your hand, your feet, your face, your scalp, anywhere you got that dry skin. You want to exfoliate that. We also have a 16-ounce rice protein mist. It's a homemade rice water made with organic rice, with it's got 4 herbs included into this rice water. So it's not just like a regular rice water. You're actually getting some of the the benefits of those herbs that's actually in the rice water as well. It's going to help with detangling, softening, strengthening, just to give you that shine and put that life back into your hair. And it also grows the hair as well. Then we have a flaxseed edge focus gel. It's made out of flax seeds and 7 herbs. There's no oil base in this product. The flaxseed makes it gel. What that product is going to do is going to help in those bald areas. It's going to help get that blood circulation going so that those follicles can come up and grow that hair. So natural products heals from inside out. So it's going to treat that scalp for any irritations, fungus, or anything that has got going on so that it can make it healthy and grow. So then we also have a men's beard product. We have a beard oil and a beard butter. It's going to help grow that beard. It's going to treat that skin for any alopecia that the men may have going on in the beard area. It's going to soften those whiskers. And it's going to smell good up under that mask when you're having that mask on all day. And it's going to give you that shine and that moisture.
Girl.
And at the same time, it's going to grow that beard and have it looking and smelling amazing. Then I just completed the LULIT'S Goat Milk Hibiscus Shampoo and Deep Conditioner. Those are LULIT'S Hair Essence new 2 products. Those are currently on the website as a set, the shampoo and the conditioner. It also promotes hair growth because it's made with LULIT'S Hair Essence oil in it, and it does has other natural products in it, no chemicals. It's all natural. The shampoo and the conditioner is homemade, all natural products. And all of these products, the hair essence hair growth products, the men beard set, and the shampoo and the conditioner are all out on the website at LULIT'sHairEssence.com. You can go out there on the website. You can see those products, see the different prices. You can see pictures, testimonies. All that information is out there for you guys to explore and enjoy.
So all of these products are made with your hands. Woo, girl.
Yes,
and it's not like being in the kitchen, you making it homemade. So, eventually, how would you be able to continue on this success when you get big? Because, you're going to have those machines and things like that. So how would you continue on with that homemade style when you use the machines? Do you have any ideas on that? Because I know I can see in 5 years, it would be so hard for you to do it by hand. So what kind of projections or 5-year goals do you have for LULIT'S?
Projections for LULIT is, I actually I just purchased me a balling machine.
Okay.
So,
that's a start.
That's a start,
Yes.
So I did actually just get a balling machine. So I'm excited to test this out because I'm getting my inventory ready for the stocking for the Hy-Vee stores. But in the 5-year goal, with that 5-year goal, I am really, looking forward to doing more of the retail. Being able to have it out more in more places as far as stores, barbershops, beauty shops. I do have products out in New York, in Albany, New York, in the Ultimate Power beauty supply store out in New York. I have products in the store downtown, Cedar Falls, Waterloo, Collinsboro windows. So, I do have them out in some stores now. So I'm just hoping and just praying that, within the next 5 years will be even more, there'll be more places that's carrying LULIT'S Hair products. And, maybe hopefully we can hire more employees to help.
Absolutely.
So then, therefore,
we get in that kitchen.
Back. Yes. So,
in the kitchen, hey.
Yes, and then I can have an opportunity to give back and, maybe employ some young people. So I'm just, looking forward to doing all of that. Those are some goals and things that I would love to do.
I see nothing but greatness coming your way. And when I talk about LULIT'S, I feel this passion and this love that you have for your products. And can you share with me how much, this line has been in your life? I mean, It's nothing like when God gives you a purpose and you cherish it like so close to your heart. I mean, I could just feel that love that you have for LULIT'S. And can you explain that? I mean, it's nothing like having a purpose that you love doing and you're making a difference, you know?
It really has changed my life. Just the fact of not knowing what I was going to do with myself.
That's interesting.
After having to come off of my job onto a long-term disability, and then just, building something from nothing, pretty much.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just still shocked about when you won that bingo money to invest. I mean, when I heard that story first, back in 2019, I said to myself, wow, God knew exactly. Bingo now. Bingo. It's not guaranteed you're going to win. It is a risk. You're playing bingo in your city of Iowa, right? Where are you located again? Iowa?
I'm in Iowa, yes. I was playing bingo. And it just goes to show you that faith, is a powerful thing. Man, it's just, I put my faith. I put my faith in them because I had already asked them to show me what I needed to be doing, and I just listened, and I've just been walking in faith.
Wow. And you didn't have this in your future. You didn't have this oil ever while you're working as a treasurer in the finance department or in the finance career. You didn't see this coming.
Nothing.
See, this is how I know it's from God, because sometimes God does things that doesn't make sense, right?
No, I mean, none of that. That's why I say it strictly was, how they say sometimes you have to step out on faith and trust that what he tells you is, if you trust in fast, believe in fast, or what it is you're supposed to be doing. And that's literally, truly what I did.
Because I'm going to be honest, I did not know that until, because I thought you had some history of hair, doing hair, and no. And it's just amazing how you just told us. I mean, I'm going to just confirm that because radio was not my ideal either. But anyway, it's all about you today.
You know what's so funny about it, Kimmy? I had no idea that this is what I had no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
And it kind of reminds me when Noah was like, asking God what is rain, and God just told him to go ahead and build that the ark, and Noah was like, what is rain? And God said, just trust me. And it didn't rain until 100 years. So it's amazing how we plan our life. In high school, we want to do this, want to do that, but sometimes, we don't see the plans that can, cause that particular career or anything that we plan for it to be like short term, and we have to focus on something else, and then God gives you an idea, and then you run with it. And see, now I just see nothing but LULIT'S been greatness. I see it been great. I mean, I look at my hair. My stylist tells me that my hair is actually thicker than it was before. My stylist, I cannot wait to see how the shampoo and the conditioner will work for me, because I tune that ear in, and that rice water, it may stink, but it was so good, and I do need some more of that, by the way. But but that rice water, I'm not going to lie, it grew out my hair so fast, listeners. I'm telling you, I was literally putting that in at least twice a week, and it stinks, but it grows the hair. I was bald. I was bald. I'm a cancer survivor, and I was bald. I have my hair back because of this lady. I asked God for it back, because you're not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get your hair back. And so with that being said, I just want to thank you for, giving me the courage to step out on faith and believe in God, and then I meet you, and I thank you so much for your love and how you have really, impacted my life as a whole. So with that being said, what's next for Rosie?
What's next for Rosie is to be a millionaire.
Hey, I'm right behind you now. Hey, don't forget to love people like me, like Rosie. Remember me? Nothing wrong with that, girl.
We don't speak that to existence.
Hey, we're gonna. Hey, your million, my million. We're gonna be there. I see it. I believe it. I mean, is there anything hard for God? Too hard for God? No. Nothing.
No.
No. I mean, if he could do it for the woman with the issue with blood, she had to have money. And if he can do it for Esther and for all the other women who was wealthy in the Bible, I don't see why he can't do it for us. With that being said, With that being said, what is your favorite book in the Bible?
The other day, I was actually listening to a talk show that you was on, and you was talking, and I really like when she talked about wisdom in the Bible.
I mean, wisdom, and I ask for it every day because, like you said, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I don't know. I don't. I can't predict the future, and wisdom is so amazing. So I see that you love Proverbs.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I think of every day. I mean, I live that every day because you don't know what the next day holds. So you have to, yesterday made 19 years that my mother had passed away. And that we had spoke to her on Valentine's Day. And, looking forward to talking to her the next morning. You're talking at nighttime before you go to bed, and you wake up in the morning, and then it's a whole different scenario, And so I just look at life as, life is too short to take things for granted and regretful. So if it's something that, you feel that you need to be doing and it's not right, then we need to correct that and try to live our life right. And I knew doing LULIT'S and doing and starting my business, being an entrepreneur, I knew if I did it, Kimmy, I had to do it right. And so I based everything that I'm doing or have done off of just those proverbs. Because I can't live regretful and looking back and wonder, why didn't I do this? I should have done this. No, I'm going to do this. I did that. So now I have something that actually is a legacy that shows that I did do that. And that's what I'm trying to continue to do, and I'm continuing to strive to do. And that's what I build my motivation off of every day.
Wow. My sister, you're talking to us about, now you're ministering to us about wisdom, how important it is to continue on seeking after wisdom daily, not just when you want something, but it should be a daily lifestyle. Really? Wow, my sister. Oh, my goodness. Are you going to write a book?
Some people keep telling me, like, well, you have a story, you have a testimony. You have to share it and tell everybody. Because I tell people all the time, they don't see my pain to understand my pain for my purpose. I had to take that pain from my disability, coming off my job, unable to work, on disability, and I had to turn that into something positive. And that's when I had to redirect my mind and think back to those proverbs. And I had to get it together and do it right.
I saw this post on social media. It says to always, check up on those who are quiet. Check up on those who are always smiling and not complaining. Check on those who are, not in the limelight, because those are the ones that really, they do a lot. They're givers, but they're hurting inside. And that is a true statement.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So, yes, it is. And, you got me for life. You stuck with me, my sister. Hey, even if you do try to divorce me, I'm coming to Iowa, even if it's in 10 feet snow. It's like, no, I'm coming to Iowa to see my sister. And, it's not too many of us there anyway, so they'll know where to find you.
Exactly. They will find me very quickly.
But what's so profound when you share a story to me about how, I'm going to go back there. We are in Black History Month. And you share a story to me how in Mississippi you weren't able to speak to white people. What was that? I'm sorry, it is Black History, but I just got to know. We talk about it, but what was it like knowing you can talk to them and you saw KKKs at your school? I need the listeners to know this. I mean, you are younger than me, and you experienced this.
Growing up in Greenwood, Mississippi, that's where I grew up at, it was very different. We didn't. The only time that we actually would see white people is when we go to the doctor's office, or or something to that name. If we would go across the bridge, but when we went across the bridge, it was to the doctor's office. And so it was for fun, we went and played in the cotton gin and jumped in the cotton barrels and stuff like that. That's what we used to do for fun, because, we made our own fun back then. So, I never had a white teacher or anything like that till my mom moved to Iowa. And I was in 8th grade by that time. And so it was just, I never had rode the school bus, because we walked to school in Mississippi. And so, it was just, everything was just, it was almost like a shell shock, moving from Mississippi to Iowa. The transition. Can you imagine the transition that me and my brothers did, that we went through? It was it was.
That's why I want you to share the story, because you're younger than I am, and you live in Mississippi, and it was still going on.
Oh yes.
And then you moved to Iowa, and you were like shocked about the different, environment.
Because we wasn't used to that. You didn't. What were you going to say? You didn't speak unless you were spoken to, for real. There were still some places where, African American or Black people couldn't even still go through the front. Sometimes you would still see Black people having to go to the back door to pick up their food in some of the restaurants and stuff like that. And it's just that it was such a difference. You didn't understand that because you didn't know no better. You didn't know no different.
Exactly.
And then growing up, and then I went back to Mississippi when I actually graduated high school, because I wanted to graduate from the high school that my mom went. I actually went to the same kindergarten and the high school in Greenwood, Mississippi. They have where you have to take Mississippi history to graduate high school.
Oh, wow.
And, yes. Now that was interesting. Because you're learning a lot and you're seeing a lot, and then moving to Iowa.
Wow. And now you're helping those same people.
Yes.
White people. I love my white people. I love my black people. I love everybody. But I like to keep it 100. Now you're helping those same people with their hair problems. Wow. And you could have been bitter. You could have been like, no, I'm not helping. This is just for my people. See how God can work things out? Even those who were like not accepting us at that time, you are still ministering to them as well. That is so amazing.
Yeah,
that is what I call a servant at heart, because you can have a lot of resentment and not share your gift to everyone, just to specific people, people that you are comfortable with, but you're sharing this with everybody. How is that feeling like? I know that has to be like the biggest feeling, knowing that you're helping those who were like really not so kind in your upbringing.
I don't see the colors. My products
That's
are for
good.
anyone. Anyone can use my product. I have just as many white customers than I do black customers, to be honest with you.
That's
Because my
amazing.
products are doing amazing things for them as well. I have men that uses my beard products. I have, they may have biracial grandchildren where they don't know how to manage the hair, where my products helping them as far as detangling soft and making the hair more manageable for them. Because, sometimes a lot of biracial children may have thicker, coarse hair where it may be harder to comb, and so they may not know how to do that. They actually have services in Iowa to help biracial families as far as hair care services, to help
Wow.
children, and so a lot so they can benefit from using those products as well, and just themselves. I have built beautiful relationships with my different customers, and I mean, just beautiful relationships and the support that I get from the community. I'm part of a business program, the with Rashonda Young, the MBA program. It's a celebrating business program. 24/7 Black is another program that's helping the small business in the community. So, the community really does try to come together and to help. So, it's just, I just, I go in to show my excitement and my love for what I'm doing. So it warms everyone
Wow.
up to have that smile. I'm always smiling. I'm
Yes,
always
you are.
listening. And I
Yes.
try to ask them, to let me know how can I service you. You tell me what it is your concerns or needs are. I'm not a doctor. I can't say that this, everyone is different, but I do know what my products are doing, and there's a year's worth of testimony out there. So I just try to make them feel comfortable and treat everyone the same.
That's all we
That's,
can
that's
do.
treat I try to smile whenever I'm talking to someone. I'm never sitting down if I'm at a pop up and someone walk up to my table or anything. I never greet them sitting. I'm always standing up and I'm always attentive and I'm there. So
Amen.
I love that interaction that I have with everyone. So I'm just, the journey and just the testimonies and just the people is just it's just all amazing.
Well, before we go, my sister, I just got a couple more questions. Um, mm, mm, mm. I just love talking to you because you're demonstrating to us if you just step out on faith, you can do this
Mhm.
and don't look back. So, with that being said, what is your legacy? What kind of legacy you would like to leave behind?
I want people to say she was a good person. She was a
That's
good
beautiful.
person, meaning identify me as a good mother, as far as identify me as a good wife, identify me as a good friend, identify me as a good entrepreneur businesswoman. Identify me as I was a good person. I want people to see and to know. If they know me, then they know the type of person I am. My husband, my family, they always tell me all the time that my love language is giving and helping,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and it
I
really
can
is.
confirm that.
And sometimes, I think like, is this really a good thing with me to have my own business? Because, if it was up to me, I'm always giving and helping people, and sometimes I have to catch myself because I just be trying to help everybody, when I know I can't. But if I can help one person, even if it's just one person a day, you know what I'm saying? That helps.
I'm sure you do. Yes.
That helps me. And
Yes.
so I just want to be known as that good-hearted person.
And where can people find you again? And how can they reach out to you? They may say, Sister Rose, we want a trade show, or we may want you to do a demonstration of how your product works. How can they find you, and Do you mind giving out your email address and or your website information?
Yeah, so, there are some videos out on social media of LULIT'S Harris's products. Flo Cuz is a rapper out of Bronx, New York. He's on Instagram. He actually done a video with LULIT'S Harris's products. There's a social media on. There's a video, a couple videos on the Facebook LULIT'S Facebook page. Then if you go out to our website, it's LULIT'sHairEssence.com. There are galleries. There are also other demonstrations. I also do videos of me in the kitchen when I'm doing some products. So, I love to do those as well. We have LULIT'S Hair Essence at Gmail. You can send us emails, questions. We're 5-star rated on Google. So if you're just curious and don't really know, and all you think of LULIT'S Hair Essence, if you just type in LULIT'S, it'll pop in and so it'll help you, go through it that way. And just, we have an 800 number, 800-968-5753. You can call, and like I always say, I'm not a physician, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to stop taking your medicine or stop doing certain things because that may be affecting your hair growth. I'm not saying that. So when they call me or ask me questions, I make sure I tell them, I can't tell you about what you're already doing, but I can only tell you about what my products can do and offer to you. So if they have those kind of questions or, want to place orders and stuff like that, they can reach me through any of those contact numbers. And, I love to talk to my customers while I can still do that. So sometimes they will get me on the phone. So I kind of enjoy that too, just, having to pop up with me in conversations every now and then. So, I just, try to just make myself accessible and, try to find new ways of getting LULIT'S out there for people to see it and to hear about it.
Well, I know for a fact I am definitely a mouthpiece for your products because it has definitely changed my life. And I have hair that I can play in again. And so I thank you so much, my sister, for coming on. And you're just so amazing. You're a servant, a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur. How do you wear those hats? And how do you wear them well all at the same time? Who is keeping you?
Prayer. Yes. When I tell you, I stay prayed up heavily. Heavily. I stay prayed up. And when I tell you, I wake up every morning and, throughout my day, I just say, thank you, Jesus, just holler it out, just periodically. Just for the moving, just being able to move my legs to turn over and just get out the bed, I just stay prayed up, and I'm just walking on those stepping stones that's been set forth, and I'm walking that path.
Oh, you're so amazing. So with that being said, we are closing up, and Jerry, are you on? I just want to thank you so much,
right
sister, for, I can contest that her products, Rosie products, have really touched me. LULIT'S is thebomb.com.
Yes, it is.
And I thank you so much, my sister.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. How are you, Jerry? How's it
I'm
going
awesome. Yeah, we doing good here in Maryland. I was listening to your story, your testimony, your journey, and I know I love it. Every day I have my little regimen I do, once I leave the top floor, I'm down in the lower level, spray down with my protein,
Mm-hmm.
and, I do a lot of moisturizing. So even when I let my braids out, they still nice and moisture. Because sometimes you do hear that some people they do too much with the rice and they let it dry their hair out. But, you do have to do some moisturizing when you trying to treat your hair. So especially black hair.
So have you received that shampoo and conditioner yet?
No, I'm going to have to check the mailbox again. I went out there early, but the mailman hadn't arrived yet. So I'm looking forward to it. You heard Ski said haven't shampooed in a while. but it hasn't been itching. There's no itching or nothing since I've been using your oils and stuff. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's right.
It's supposed to help with the dryness and the itchiness and everything.
That's
and,
right.
You know, it's keeping that scalp still clean.
Yes, it feels good.
So, wash it and everything.
It feels like baby hair.
That's good. That's very
Yep. And my braids, I've looked at my braids have grown a lot since I started using the oil and the
Jerry,
rice.
how long you been using it? How long have you been using
I just started. I think I started at the December, right? Right, Rosie?
Yeah. About December.
Yep. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So my hair grows fast when it's treated right.
So Rosie, your product is showing some love to
That's
Jerry.
right. Show some love. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got a half an
love
inch.
it.
You have a half an inch of growth already. Yep. Half an inch.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Jerry, you say you've been using it just 1 month. Wow. And wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. It is because I told her I had an area in the center where I had some problems because of the medication and never grew back in that area. So I was just wearing my hair like kind of like a little afro twisted up. How guys were twisting up with the sponge and everything. So I was able to, cover it up with the other hair. But then, now I want to wear it combed back and pull it back in a ponytail or something or whatever. That's when you see the thinning area. So that's why I talked to you about it and you told me your experience. So here I am. And it's covered.
Wow.
The area is covered. So it's like it's a quarter inch in the area that didn't have no hair, and then the areas where I haven't had a fade in a while, it's like a half an inch. And then the braids have grown a lot in the healthy areas. Yep.
Wow.
Super fast.
I told when you told me that your hairline grew back.
Yep, hairline
in the area.
Yep.
You were saying that.
Yeah, I haven't had my hair there since I was in junior high school.
Junior high?
Yeah, you start.
What did you do at junior high?
Well, you start brushing your hair back because I had a widow's peak, and the widow's peak, new guys keep cutting it off, keep shaving it. I guess eventually they damage the hair follicles or something.
It just don't come back no more.
Right, and now it's growing back. My widow's peak is growing back.
Oh, wow!
I know.
I didn't know that one. I didn't know the beard. Wow.
Yeah, so my mom.
Lies already.
Yes, my mom ready now because I think my mother, her family, their whole family suffer from alopecia, so they all wear wigs and hats and stuff all the time. So my sister actually great order for her. So because I gave her the number, but you know how some people just procrastinate and everything. Like
they missing out.
When they see me run a holiday table with shoulder length hair, looking like Jesus. They were like, give me that number again. They said, give me that number again. Because, nobody see nobody because, my parents don't be zooming or nothing, and I always wear, I wear caps all the time anyway to protect from the radiation from 5G. So I wear hats. Yeah. I wear hats all the time.
Yeah, that radiation. Hear about that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, look, we appreciate you, Rosie, and we got to have you back because I have another show that they have a complete different audience, and I know they would love to hear your testimony as well. So look for another invite, okay?
I appreciate y'all, and thank you so much. Kimmy Kim, I love you, sister. Yes.
I love you too.
You spoke this into existence because you told me back in 2019, you said one day, I'm going to interview you, and we're going to talk about the journey that your product is going to do for my hair. And you spoke this in existence back in 2019. You told me then you was going to interview me, and we were going to talk about the journey that you were going to be having from using my products. And look at today.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
That goes to show you that the testimonies they're real.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Real.
So you're going to...
Huh?
I just said it's real because, I believe that, we're in our season now. And this is the time for, people of color to rise now. That was always the main problem was, we had no unity. We didn't know what each other was doing and what we weren't doing. And now we know with the help of
now we know.
Of social media, we're connecting. And now with Clubhouse and all these podcasts and all these large platforms that we have access to now and selling our books and it's helping us, step out of our comfort zone. Because you're watching others walk into their thing. So you can't just sit back and watch all the time. Eventually, you're gonna want to do it. It's power.
I'm graduating Monday from this business program that I'm in. You guys.
All right.
I'm gonna have to send you guys an invite because we get to invite some people on to the ceremony.
Oh, good.
And this program, when I tell y'all that. How you learn as you go and you're self-taught. So therefore, you good and know how to make the product. But when you don't know and understand things that's happening on the business aspect,
it's different.
The program has really taught me how to protect myself and my business.
Yeah, there you go.
And because of what my products are doing, more and more is helping people, and more, people start getting that attention from all different type of people.
Yeah.
And so you have to know and understand the business aspect.
That's right. The law. Yeah, the law, the legal
have
stuff.
To, and the class and this program, when I tell y'all, I probably wouldn't know where to start if I hadn't surrounded myself and built myself around this circle of people. And you guys have just, your support and your motivation and the airing, the taping, and just, everything that you guys have also done. I am truly, truly thankful. Like, you just don't know how much I really, truly am.
Wow.
And I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you both and everything.
You're welcome. But thank you, for being part of our lives and helping us. You're going to help so many people. It's just how God works. That's how you get ahead in life when you help other people.
Really, truly put in your life for a reason.
That's right.
And this is these are my stones that's been these are my stones that's been placed in front of me.
Amen.
And so I'm walking along and I'm holding hands as I go, so
right.
I appreciate it.
Amen.
You guys holding my hand. So, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, well, look like it's time for us to get out of here, ladies. That show went way over, but that's cool.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Normally it's just 45 minutes, but, someone, I had an issue with their phone. Hint, but it's all good.
I didn't know what to do.
I just messing with you.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
That's right. That's right. It's
I'm new
okay.
to this. I am new to
I know. I just messing with you. I love you, girl.
I
Play love.
Y'all. Yes.
I mean, play fun, not play love.
Yes.
Play fun.
Play fun, yes. So thank you, Kimmy, and thank you, Jerry, for having me tonight.
You're welcome.
And I just look forward to, continuing this journey with you guys.
All right.
And before you go, I want you to pray us out.
That's right. Pray us out.
Yes. God, I ask you to watch over us as we, in this podcast, this show with Jerry and Kimmy. I ask you to look over the listeners, that's out there near and far. I ask you to protect those that are shut in from the weather, the bad weather that we've been having from the pandemic. I ask you to wrap your arms around those that's suffering, from the pain of loved ones and just the pain and suffering that's going on out here in the world today. I ask you to just continue to bless me in this journey, with LULIT'S and just, starting this new journey of the friendships that I'm building, the customers that I'm learning and, sharing this experience with. And God, I ask you just to continue to bless those that have those negative hearts. I ask you to just sprinkle your love and positivity on those people. And God, I ask you to just continue to watch over us. And I pray, that, the Jerry Royce show continue to be prosperous. The Elation talk show magazines to continue to prosper and, just to continue to bless us as we go along our day. In Jesus' name, as we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget, everybody, starting tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to have a special show, 7 o'clock with the testimony with Paula Breon up in New York. That's right. She has a group called Bliss. They're here to share their music and testimony. And then we have Dr. V with Transforming Lives Bible Radio Show. So check us out, y'all. All podcasts lasting all the way up to 12 o'clock. So come on by and hang out with us. All right. We out of here, y'all. Take us out, Robot.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double X.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.